Hi, this is Mark Raven. This is episode 9 of Lean Blog Audio. Today's post is something I originally published on LinkedIn, where I participate in their influencers series. You can find the article, a link to it, if you go to leanblog.org/audio9. And the title is 11 Things My Personal Trainer is Teaching Me About My Own Work. Now, it's a fairly common, if not cliched, New Year's resolution to lose weight and get healthier, but I've taken on that challenge. I've been working with a personal trainer for 2 weeks now, completing 5-hour-long sessions. As I was originally typing this, my arms hurt from a workout 3 days ago, but I can already feel my flexibility improving. My trainer said to me one day, he said, "You have the tightest hamstrings I've ever seen with a client." So that's getting better. I've lost 3 or 4 pounds so far. I mean, it's a start. This is all a journey. So I'm focused on my exercise, but I'm also thinking about how my trainer, Lenny, is coaching me. It's made me reflect a bit on my own role as a coach, trainer, and mentor for hospitals and health systems. So here I'm the coachee and Lenny's the expert. What are the parallels to my own work and my own role as a lean management consultant? It's ironic that lean has nothing to do with fitness, even though people sometimes misunderstand that. So even if you're not a lean consultant, maybe there's some ideas here that can help you in your own work. So first lesson, you probably just can't read a book. Now, there are tons of books about exercise and nutrition, just as there are hundreds of books written about lean in manufacturing, healthcare, software, and other settings. Reading a book might bring awareness or knowledge, but that's different than learning through actual practice. A book doesn't force us to take action. I wonder how many people have read my books or others on lean, and then followed that up by basically choosing to do nothing. Knowledge has to be combined with drive and determination. A trainer can't create motivation where it doesn't exist, but can build upon what's already there. So second, you can try to do it on your own, but getting a little bit of book knowledge for exercise or lean sometimes allows people to take action. Trying something new on your own could lead, though, to using bad form or failure. You might not understand the nuances of what you're trying to do, and you don't have somebody coaching you to correct your form and help ensure success. How many people have said, "Well, I tried lean and it didn't work," giving up as easily as someone who spent 20 minutes on a treadmill for 3 weeks without seeing immediate results? Or how many people have alienated employees with misguided lean initiatives? Third, certification matters, but that's not the only thing. Having a personal trainer is a luxury, no doubt, but I've found it to be very helpful. In a gym, there's always that guy who wants to be able to help you out without being a certified trainer. I chose to work with a certified personal trainer because that signifies a certain level of education and experience. And I feel comfortable that a CPT is more likely to be effective and less likely to get myself hurt through bad form or overtraining. Finding a coach in lean or business requires more than some sort of credential, though. Lenny came highly recommended by 2 neighbors, and there's been a good fit in terms of his personality and mine. Somebody might be technically qualified, but maybe it just isn't the right fit for an organization in terms of personality or approach. That happens with lean consultants as well. So fourth lesson, start with goals. That's just as I would ask a client what their goals are for the adoption of lean practices. Lenny and I discussed my goals. My goal is to lose about 10 or 15 pounds to improve my health, seeking better control of blood pressure and cholesterol levels, and ultimately hoping to avoid any sort of type 2 diabetes in my future. Lenny incorporated my goals into the workouts, and he's also used his expertise to suggest that I needed an additional goal, working on flexibility and core strength. Remember the comment about my hamstrings. A good trainer doesn't do just what the client asks for. They make suggestions and recommendations as well. I do similar things with my clients, saying, here's what I think would help you. Fifth lesson, it's awkward the first time we do something, and then we get better at it through practice with coaching. So as I'm learning new exercises, Lenny always demonstrates and talks through the technique first. Then he has me try, and he gives me feedback in the form of positive encouragement or correction. There's somewhat of a parallel to the classic nursing education approach of see one, do one, teach one, even though I'm not teaching one. And there's parallels to the training within industry approach that emphasizes hands-on action and coaching with feedback, not just book learning. So Lenny's experienced and he's in far better shape than me. So he makes things look easy and fluid. I'm clumsy and new to a lot of this. So as with learning a new skill or technique in lean, such as doing A3 problem solving, our first time through is going to be awkward. We're going to make some mistakes, and a good trainer helps you through that, either preventing major errors that might cause harm or correcting you as you make minor mistakes. And as we learn something new with lean or exercise, it's not just important to be doing new things, we should be working to do them well. An effective coach can correct and guide you without making you feel inept or stupid. Lenny might say, well, let me show you that one more time. Here, like this. Keep your knees back behind your feet. I do my best to demonstrate proper form in my work with clients. I can show somebody pictures of what good 5S looks like, or work them through an A3 to show them proper form. I don't expect to be good at exercises at the start, and I shouldn't expect my clients to gain mastery overnight either. Lesson 6, don't counteract your progress with other bad habits. So Lenny has reminded me that exercise helps, but I also need to eat better and drink less. I've been more careful about what I'm consuming. I'm trying to build new habits rather than doing any sort of unsustainable crash diet. Now, working out hard 3 times a week and eating burgers and fries every day won't get me results. And if that happened, I wouldn't be able to blame my trainer. Likewise, in the adoption of lean practices, using some new lean tools might be counteracted by other bad habits, such as continuing to jump to solutions and blaming others. How many organizations blame the consultant when they didn't have the discipline to change their own behaviors? Lesson 7, a little encouragement helps a lot. A trainer is there to teach and correct your form, but a little encouragement really helps. This is one thing I can do better in my own consulting. I'm also often pointing out the problems, the bad form, the gaps that need to be closed. And I need to do a better job of being like Lenny and saying good job after I've improved my technique, and reinforcing when I'm doing things well and making progress, or when others are doing that. I think people likely tune out a coach who does nothing but point out problems. Lenny's not there to make me feel good, so he doesn't overdo it with praise, but the right praise at the right time provides a boost. Lesson 8, a trainer pushes you harder than you would on your own. And I think, this is a really key thing I've realized, is that when I lifted weights before, I was stopping each set too quickly. I might do 8 bicep curls and then stop when it got hard. Well, Lenny's helped me realize that it's reps 9 through 12 that really make the biggest difference. When things get difficult, I've had to learn how to find a next gear to push myself to completion. My arms never hurt before after my own workout, so I probably wasn't building much muscle. It's easy and tempting to give up or back off when change efforts get challenging in the workplace. But through their words and demeanor, a good coach can help you fight through challenges, to not give up when it gets difficult in the gym or at work. And I've learned that I'm able to push myself more than I thought. Lesson 9, failing once a session is okay, more might be demoralizing. So about once a session, Lenny shows me an exercise that I'm just too uncoordinated to do well. Or not strong enough. I can't keep my feet or arms in the right position. I feel like I'm completely failing and flailing about. It looked easy when he did it. But a good trainer shows patience instead of frustration. I can do a better job of that. Trying it a second time usually goes more smoothly. And by the third time I try something, I'm getting it and things go well, even if not as smoothly as Lenny does it. That's okay. He's the pro, I'm the beginner. If I was failing miserably on half the exercises we try, or even just more than once per session, I might want to just give up. Lesson 10, a trainer can show you what's possible. One day here, I struggled to do push-ups due to a lack of strength, not bad form. But, it's okay. We'll keep working and try again some other time. But at the end of the workout session, Lenny showed me an Instagram video of him doing these crazy double pull-ups. And I was impressed. He did this, though, in a way where he wasn't just showing off and making me feel lame. It was just more a matter of showing me what's possible, even if I don't get to that point myself. And, my wife laughed when she saw the video when I showed it to her, and she said she doesn't expect me to be able to do those. But it's really helpful sometimes to see what's possible, much as when we look at what great hospitals like ThedaCare or Virginia Mason are doing. Seeing what's possible doesn't mean we can copy them immediately, but it can still be an inspiration. In lesson 11, finally, it's a journey, not an overnight success. I don't expect any overnight success. I need to work out more than 2 weeks. That's for sure. And I'll get stronger and more flexible over time. I'll work to maintain better eating habits and make that a new lifestyle instead of a quick fix. But I hear people sometimes wrongly say things like, well, we implemented lean last year in our hospital, as if they're done and it was easy. I couldn't say, well, I implemented workouts this month either. It's something that you adopt and you practice and you keep doing. A great trainer pushes you, helps you, cajoles you, encourages you, and challenges you. Fitness and lean management, neither is an overnight transition or a quick fix solution, but they're both worth doing, and it's often worth paying a coach to help teach, correct, and push you. I expect I'm more likely to hit my goals as a result, and I'm also working hard to be a better student and a better teacher, coach, and trainer in my own work. So I'm curious to hear what you think. If you'd like to leave a comment, go to leanblog.org/audio9. You can comment on my blog post, or you can click through to the LinkedIn page and you can comment there as well. So again, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.